Hey everyone, it's Chris and Charlie here with Daily Motor, and today we've got a 2022 Infiniti Q60, unknown trim, unknown spec,
Right. And this
but
is definitely the first time we've shot this intro. Definitely not the second.
that's right. So we're gonna go out and figure out what this is.
Also, YouTube, don't listen to the music in the background.
Yeah, don't at all. It's not copyright at all. So this is as close as we've gotten to it until this point.
We're certainly about to be mowed over by somebody.
Yeah, somebody's gonna run us over. I have never seen these wheels
Neither have
on
I.
an Infiniti, and I
It looks
quite like
nice.
them.
Yeah, I like them a lot. This color is the press car color of 2022.
Yeah, why is every single car? I mean, look at the Ioniq 5, okay? I know it's a little bit different.
No,
but they're all either that color or this color.
you'll learn that press cars go through, like, every year there's sort of a trademark color. It was kind of
Really?
orange last year.
Orange?
It was that burnt orange color that like all the
Oh, right.
Nissans came in
Yeah.
and stuff. Now it's this. It was red in like 2019, I think.
We did
So-
have a lot of red cars in 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep. I think
How
it's
does
right
this?
here.
Oh,
Not powered. I'm
you're
okay
an
with that.
Infiniti expert. Charlie won't admit this, but he really does like Infinitis. He
Well,
used
yeah,
to
I
own
loved
one.
my Infiniti from 2006.
He used to have one.
I'm not a coupe enthusiast though, so
Yeah. Not as usable.
no.
Carbon
Also
fiber.
not as easy to get in and out of,
You know. Okay, so there is an S on here, Q60S. But how do we know if it's a red sport? Isn't that a thing?
I think it would say red sport. It's all-wheel drive though. Oh, it's the fact that the S is red,
Ah!
Chris.
Huh?
The S is red, meaning it's a red sport.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, it smells.
I know you think I'm joking, but I'm not. So we literally don't know.
We don't know what this is. So it's an Infiniti.
It's got to be a red sport. Look at the brake calipers. and
It's
it
got
has-
red brake calipers.
it's
It's
the
got
red
carbon
S on the
fiber everywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
it has to be the red sport.
Yeah.
I don't think these tires are very track ready. Do you think that they would let me take this on track? Probably not.
No. I don't. I don't think. Whatever.
It's quite attractive. I kind of like how this looks.
Yeah, this is a
It's
great
really
looking car.
pretty.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look that dated. It looks a little dated, but not.
They probably didn't
horrible.
give us a Monroney, so we wouldn't be able to tell for sure if it had the direct adaptive steering or not.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I'll do my best to judge.
Bridgestone Potenza RE97 AS.
Those are some all-season tires.
Yeah.
Great.
The AS.
So this
sells that.
has a.
400 horsepower twin turbo V6 is what it's got.
That's right. See, you know a lot about this car, Charlie. You can stop pretending that you don't know anything about
It
it.
also has red seats.
Okay.
I kind of
Now
like
this
the
is
door handle.
this is
placement.
where it starts to feel a little bit old in here. Let's start it up.
Doesn't smell very
It
luxurious.
smells weird in here. I said that. Oh, Charlie.
Yes. Oh, Infiniti's always been excellent for that. Yeah.
Why? Who is sitting in this? It's very weird.
It's kind of cool looking back seats. Look how deep they are. Looks very coupey.
Oh yeah, it does. There's a lot of room if you don't have anything past the knee.
Yes.
Yeah,
We are leg
is-
enthusiasts here at Daily Motor.
that's quite loud. You like legs?
I like legs. I like this carbon fiber too.
This has always been so weird to me about Infinitis. They have this screen, which I think has probably always been here because it looks like an ancient navigation display. But then they have this new screen, of course, to be new.
No, the funny thing is these came out at the exact same time. But for some reason, this screen has always been higher res than that one. Even back to like 2015.
Some nice carbon fiber trim in here.
I like it.
So we got drive modes, sport. Oh, a lot of drive modes. Sport and Sport Plus. Snow Eco. Snow Eco Standard, Sport, Sport Plus, and Personal. Let's start out in standard mode. What sort of transmission do we have in here, Mr. Infiniti expert?
If I had to guess, I'd say this is a 9-speed automatic.
A
But I'm probably
9-speed?
wrong. It's probably only like a 6 or
There's no
7.
Monroney.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep,
This is a nice material too.
it is.
Nice plastic. If you're gonna do plastic, at least make it look good. Yeah. Ooh, someone did not use the parking brake.
Someone did not use the parking brake.
Can we start giving a tier rating to the various
Look at how light
fleet,
the steering is.
fleet drivers? It's probably because
Tier.
it's not directly connected to your steering
Please
wheels.
don't be turning
That's
this
why.
way. You're not.
It's probably full electronic steer-by-wire.
It kind of feels like it. We have over a full tank of gas.
Oh, that's nice.
Cool.
Now these are very quick.
Really?
Yes. I'm not being sarcastic. They're very fast.
Wasn't expecting this to be very quick because it doesn't feel like it would be a very quick
I know.
car.
That's what kind of helps make it feel even quicker.
We do have a manual mode.
And if I remember correctly, they sound kind of good too.
Let's try it. Let's just try
right?
Sport because it might get, not Sport Plus, but let's try Sport because it might give us
Heavier steering.
heavier steering.
Yeah. I am a bit of a VQ enthusiast, if you will.
I know you
so.
are. There's that noise.
Yep.
Sounds like every V6 ever.
We really ought to just cut the mufflers and then put them back on before we
Weld
get
them
the car
back on, yeah.
Keone will do that for us, right?
The throttle response has sharpened up quite a bit. Yes, he will.
Also, you have a rotary knob if controlling.
Why are there
Well,
just
well, that's
so
how
many-
you control this screen, actually. That's not a touch.
That isn't
no,
a
is
touch
it?
screen.
Oh, no, it is.
Oh, please, make it stop. Hang up.
Calling Infiniti Assistance.
Why are you calling Infiniti?
I'm such an Infiniti enthusiast. I had to ring them up. Oh.
It's pretty quick.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Sport Plus, that's the ticket.
Shifter's the wrong way.
It revs very high. Is that an 8,000 RPM run line?
No, 7.
Oh, 7.
This goes the wrong way.
Yes.
So just paddles only because that's useless. Are you trying to turn my heated seat on?
No, there's just a thing there, like a crumb I was trying to address.
Ooh, Lord. Oh yeah. That was like 70 miles, some miles per hour. It's quick.
Told
It's
you.
quite quick.
Mm-hmm.
The downshifts are not quick. It definitely has to do some thinking before it downshifts.
Not exactly a dual clutch. I mean, I'm being properly pushed back in my seat.
Yeah.
Boy, the Kona N really changed you. You don't typically come out on intro drives and vlog like this.
I'm spending more time with you and Chris Amos.
It's a good greenhouse. It's a little dark at the back, but it feels like a coupe. It feels like a sport luxury coupe.
Should we go second? Yeah, we should. Remember all season tires on this thing. They grip pretty decent though.
Yeah, that's quite contained.
There's a weird vibration under,
I just noticed that. Yeah, that's unnerving.
under throttle. I don't know what that is.
How many miles are on this? 4,100? Is that what it is?
Which means 40,000 journalist miles.
I really wish we knew the price on this car.
Yep, could be 50,000, could be 70,000. Who knows?
I'll email Infiniti and try to get an answer.
There's a weird. I feel very disconnected from this car. It's very vague in every aspect. The steering, the brake pedal, bless you,
Thank
the
you.
throttle response, everything's a little vague.
Even the shifting.
The shifting's vague. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna. let
Infiniti
you
thinks
take
that's
over
what
this.
people want.
What, vagueness?
Yeah, well, look at new BMWs too. Infiniti's always just been trying to be
I
BMW.
don't even want to use that.
And so a while ago, BMW said, well, our customers want vagueness, and that's what we've seen from BMW, and now we see it from Infiniti.
There's a little bit of turbo. You can feel when the turbos kick in. You feel that?
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty linear throttle from
Like
me.
you just held it there.
Yeah. Okay, your turn.
Okay.
What is that person doing?
Degenning.
Kill us, I guess.
Degenning. It's now a verb.
Degenning.
Oh, USB Type-C. That's good.
There's no large rats in here today.
Oh, but the door's open
Fortunately.
to the hangar. That's
Well, that's probably where the rat went. Probably went into the hangar.
gonna fly the plane.
We should get a hangar. Although I'm pretty sure to store other things in a hangar, you have to have a plane in there. You can't have a hangar and store things that aren't planes in it unless you have a plane.
Maybe there's a certain amount of contours you can keep in the garage that
That
offsets
equal
you.
a plane, yeah. Thank you
I like
for
the door handles.
letting yourself out. Oh, what do we have here, Charlie? Bose Performance Series. There's a plane taking off here.
It's the rat.
It's probably Taylor Swift going down to the grocery store over there. I was like, he's in there and he can't hear me. It isn't a good sound. Charlie, I don't like the noise that it makes.
Oh, well, I'm sorry for accosting your eardrums then.
Yeah. Very quiet seat motors.
There's a blank switch over there, so that's good.
Chip shortage.
Did you leave me in Sport Plus?
Yes, I did. Did you turn traction off?
I did. Angry
That's just the worst thing in the world.
I know. I think angry Jeeps make me angry. More just sad. My M35X torque split to the rear, and it was quite fun.
Would I let you do donuts in the dry?
Not in the dry. But I also didn't really try because I cared about that car.
Oh.
Oh, this is a Federale.
Is it?
Kind of. It's like airport police.
Goodbye, airport police. Approaching Bronco jail.
Let's get us a little launchy McLauncher here, as Keone would put it.
Does it have launch control?
Probably not.
Just brake torque it.
Yeah.
Hope it doesn't explode.
Oh, it's old school. Look at the front of that green Bronco back there. Like second row. Why does it look different? Is it just the sun?
It's probably some sort of protectant or the sun. Yeah, because that's just a big bend. Oh!
It short shifted that 1-2 shift. Yeah.
Some of that's coming through the speakers too, for sure.
Right. It is fast. Oh my gosh, that steering is big. It's a small steering wheel.
Yeah, it's really fast.
Yeah, you're right.
You can see why. No, never mind. I was going to make a generalization about Infiniti owners, but I'm not going to. Because we need to. I think that we can be more mature about generalizing what sort of people own cars.
I agree. Hard limiter.
Are you even in manual mode?
No.
Why did it hit limiter then?
I guess since I've used the pedals. See, the smart way for brands to do it is for hard limiter to work when you're like this.
Yeah.
But hard limiter to not work when you do this.
Yeah.
So I guess Infiniti hasn't thought of that.
Yeah. Well, they haven't developed it yet.
They'll wait for BMW to do it first.
Viewers are getting nauseous because my camera's moving up and down so frequently. It's just all understeer.
Let's not hit this terrain. Let's scare this A4.
Convertible, it's pretty rare. Okay.
All right. Interestingly, before some plans moved around for both me and for Infiniti, I was going to take this car down to Smoky Mountains, Tail of the Dragon and everything a few months ago. Didn't end up happening. I think it'd be an okay car for that trip.
Yeah, because it's pretty cozy. I kind of want to take this to Chicago.
Right. The things that make driving it vague and kind of weird also make just daily driving it kind of enjoyable.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yes.
The A4 convertible has Vogues.
Is that a good thing?
Well, it's the gold line tires.
Oh.
Yeah, you love that.
I hate those.
But no, I agree with you in this sort of grand touring aspect of this car, you know, because you don't need an insane amount of steering feel all the time. But you would have driven down there in comfort, driven back in comfort, but how much would you have enjoyed driving on Tail of the Dragon?
Not a ton.
Yeah.
Decent responsiveness there for just getting on the gas.
Yeah, something's creaking.
Yes. Well, it does have 40,000 miles on it.
41,000. Good torque.
You know, it feels torquey and fast and everything until you remember what a BMW 440i drives like with the
Mm-hmm.
B58, and then you go, oh wait, this engine means nothing to me.
Yeah, kind of like the Lexus IS 350, same
Yeah.
way. Except this is way faster than that, too.
I think, and we'll see if we have any changed opinions after the week.
Caution, road with restricted access.
Thank you.
So
Nissans
this is
like
going
to
to do that. No, they haven't done it in a while, actually.
Well, the
The
new
last
better
one that-
Nissans don't do that. I
The
think.
last
It's
one that
old,
did it was the
shitty
last
Nissans.
Infiniti that we had. Not
Okay.
actually not
The QX60?
No, that
Before
not
that?
the warm titanium car. It was the one before that.
The QX55?
What do you?
Do you want to get out again, or do you want to just tell the viewers that we'll see them in...
Let's tell the viewers that we'll see them.
Okay. I need to finish my thought, though.
Okay, we'll keep driving. It's fine.
I think the only people who would buy this are someone who just likes the looks.
Yeah, it's a very pretty car.
I agree.
Yeah, no doubt there. I think the interior is pretty also. That's weird, but other than that, I mean, this, like
Very
you said,
nice
the
leather.
back seat, the seats feel really nice. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, tune in 30 seconds when you find out if we've developed more thoughts on the Q50. Okay,
The
just cut.
Q60. Just about a week down with the Infiniti Q60S Red Sport, and both Charlie and I are both pleasantly surprised with how much we've actually quite enjoyed this car. We weren't necessarily expecting to, mostly because we just didn't really know much about it when it got dropped off. But as you can see, as Charlie's admiring some of the carbon fiber over there, we quite like that. We quite like the wheels. And just overall, from a design perspective, it's a really attractive car. I'm quite sad that they're going to stop making this. I think, is this the last model year or is next year last? Okay, well, it's either 22 or 23 is the last model year for this car. So,
This is thoughtful. Look where the rain is dripping.
yeah, into a little channel.
That's good design.
Yeah, and then it probably drains somewhere, maybe.
Yeah, so it doesn't just douse all your
It
things.
drains into the taillights, makes them a
That's good.
fish tank.
That's good. Yeah, in order to appreciate this car, you have to take yourself out of the mindset of an car enthusiast
Yes.
and put yourself into the mindset of who wants a $60,000 luxury Grand Touring coupe.
Non-car people.
Non-car people.
Yeah, and it's really great from that perspective. It's a little, the whole red sport aspect of it is a little strange. I think that this car would actually be more appealing if it weren't trying so hard to appear sporty.
Maybe, but it is subtle enough. It's not like we have a big wing. It's not like we
Yeah.
have, I mean, the brake calipers are a lot.
Thank
yes.
you. That's what I was just going to say. The brake
But we don't have like
calipers,
drilled carbon ceramics or
that's
anything.
true, and we don't have a crazy front splitter or anything, but we
The
do have
grill's
carbon fiber
attractive.
mirrors.
Pause.
I mean, okay, he's going to do it.
No, I'm just kidding. All right, continue.
I personally like the carbon fiber touches
Yeah.
because I am an enthusiast. So I like the mirrors.
Mhm.
I like these work for me as well. I really like these.
Although I think they may be fake, but they still look good.
That's okay. This could also benefit maybe from being carbon fiber.
Be more expensive
From
than
my
if you
perspective.
break it, but yes.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a pretty big fan of this car, and I was not expecting to be. I
Well-
mean, I didn't. Admittedly, I only spent about a day and a half in it, so we'll wrap up my final thoughts when we go for a drive.
Yeah.
But
What I realized as we're talking about it here, the BMW 440i coupe is also not an enthusiast car.
no, not at all.
Yeah, so it's okay that this is the way it is because this market is just not for us anymore.
No, it's
We
not.
buy hot hatches, we
Yeah.
buy sedans,
Yeah.
wagons, not coupes.
No.
So they're clearly going for an affluent buyer, probably an older age, quite possibly of the female variety.
Thank you.
And I really don't think they care about lap times.
No, they don't.
Not at all. They want to look good, they want to be comfortable, they want to have the power to feel like they have something special. Yeah, I don't think they could really care much about the red brake calipers, but other than that,
Yeah.
I think this car has a lot going for them.
That's an enthusiast car right there.
That's also an enthusiast driving.
Yeah.
Starbucks enthusiast.
Anyways, let's skip behind the wheel of the Infiniti Q60, and we'll go ahead and wrap up our thoughts here.
Alyssa told me, because I wanted to get her perspective on this car, she told me that the interior has too many mismatched hues and going on. And
Probably
I-
because of this.
Well, she said like this looks a little different from this, which looks a little different from this,
It is
This
quite
and
busy in
this.
here.
That's what she said. She said busy as well. And I
Busy
didn't-
would also describe the both infotainment the screens.
But again, I think purchasers of this car kind of like that because there's always a map up top or
That's
your
true.
CarPlay, and then down here it's simply audio or home.
You're just
or
an Infiniti
climate.
enthusiast.
Well,
You are.
I guess
you,
I'm
you
more of an underdog
genuinely are.
enthusiast,
You
I guess.
really like the Infinitis, and you're too ashamed to admit it.
I like the physical climate controls. Also, something that we failed to notice on our intro drive.
Road with restricted
Yep.
access.
Didn't fail
Thank
to
you.
notice that. Look at this.
Oh, CD player. No, I did mention that.
You did?
I thought I did.
Hmm.
I mentioned it to somebody. Maybe it was when Emily was riding in here.
Okay.
I was like, look, a CD player.
We also, you probably did an infotainment review on this. I probably
No, I
mentioned
did
it there.
not.
Oh.
Did not do an infotainment review.
Oh. It is lacking a bit in space to put things.
There's nowhere to put anything. I had to ride with my phone in the console.
Yeah. Because when this was designed, cell phones hadn't come out yet.
That's funny.
You quite liked the engine, didn't you?
I don't like the way it sounds, but I like the smoothness of it.
That's just because it gives you VQ PTSD.
Yes. I think it sounds terrible, but it's one of the smoothest V6s I've ever experienced, which is a good thing. That was my biggest takeaway from this car is just, once it's up to temp, which it isn't, and you're in sport mode and you're actually like driving spiritedly, it's an extremely smooth experience, which adds on to your philosophy of this car being tailored towards non-car people, because sometimes we like to feel the car, obviously, you know, we like to feel some of the vibrations, some of the shifts, but this is just like whoosh, like
Yes.
it's so smooth.
Another thing I noticed is I may or may not have been traveling on a road doing about 70 miles per hour and leaned into the throttle in order to make a pass, and a lot of torque, a lot of power, again, very smooth, very
Yeah.
approachable, right up to 20, 30 miles per hour over that.
Okay.
Quick side note, is that pole new with the street lights on it?
It looks new, doesn't it?
It is, the thing that goes on. I think
It's
they wanted
one-
it to look classier.
Someone maybe knocked it down.
No, I think they're putting new ones in over there too. They're trying to gentrify this area. They're gentrifying
with that.
our test loop.
No, I'm okay with the Tesla being gentrified as long as the Subarus stay away.
There's a Subaru Technical Center up the street, so
That's true.
they're in close proximity.
I'll tell you what I'm not happy to be looking at is what's in front of
I
us.
was considering that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alyssa liked the sort of contour right here. She mentioned that there are pretty much no hard edges in this car.
No, there are not.
Everything's
It's
a
very soft.
rounded,
Yeah.
soft, smooth, flowy design.
What are you thinking, left or right lane? For
They'll straddle the middle for a moment, and then you'll be able to take them on the left.
Ooh, you were wrong.
Take them on the right.
This is half throttle. It's just
Tons of power.
Yeah, it's so much low down torque too. I was not expecting this vehicle to be as fast as it is. It's quite quick.
And
And you're turning your own heated seat on. That's
Yeah.
weird. Usually I do that.
yes. What was I gonna say? You said quick.
That's manual mode. That isn't a sporty or shift map. I guess we're almost up to temp.
Tires probably aren't.
Well, I'm not gonna go like 60 around here. The tires are definitely not up to temp.
I like that they've just left that side vent back there, so that we are reminded
yeah.
that oversteer can be treacherous.
That's right. Do you want to drive?
No,
No. Okay.
but thank you. The other thing that's nice about this is being a Japanese car, being a platform that's very tried and true, you could probably own this trouble-free for 150,000 miles with just basic maintenance. And I don't think
Yeah.
the same could be said about a BMW.
The only thing that would worry me about this is it does have forced induction, so that adds a whole nother level to VQs of the years past, which
I
were all
know.
NA.
Yeah,
Like
but-
your old VQ car.
Right, but I think I don't think it's a very like hot V sort of turbo that's going to have a lot of issues. I think it's probably a fairly benign turbo setup.
What I like is that you don't have to hit the drive mode button more than once to switch drive modes. You just put it down
Yes.
and it's in.
Well, you've been driving a Ford, which means you have to just click it and then get it to come up. And the Hyundai that we have right now too. Both of our other press cars, you have to press the thing once to get it to come up.
This just goes into the mode.
I
It's
think
very nice.
well, maybe the Ioniq 5 does immediately change. But
Pretty-
the
yeah,
Ford,
it
you
does.
definitely have to turn once to get the drive mode screen to come up.
Ford
and then
takes
turn
3 to
again.
5 business days to react to any input electronically
Or driving.
or driving, I suppose.
What's sliding back and forth in here?
Nothing I put in here.
Maybe it's that thing that's rattling back there. I don't know.
No, this is what was rattling.
Oh.
And I don't think it's rattling anymore.
I think it stopped rattling.
Yeah, it's definitely not rattling right now.
Yeah.
Maybe you hit it really hard with your knee and it snapped back into place.
Caution, road with restricted access.
This, yeah, so we'll talk about that in the review as well. This piece, this trim piece that's wrapped in leather here, was rattling so bad the day that I was driving this car. It was driving me nuts, and now it isn't. So I don't know what happened there.
Chris will enjoy this car so much more.
I'm
without
gonna
the
love
rattle.
this car tonight now because it's not rattling.
Maybe it's heat dependent.
I guess so. It's gonna get hotter, so maybe it'll start rattling again.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because yeah, it's been kind of chilly.
Would you have this or a Lexus RC350? I think I'd pick this.
Oh,
Manual
Mm-hmm.
foot parking brake.
yeah. What's your opinion on that?
It's ancient, just like this car.
That's true.
Interestingly, I didn't mind the fact there's no digital speedo. I usually mind
Oh,
that
right.
with cars.
Can you
I
not
think the
put one in
gauges just
middle?
work really well.
Can't put one in the middle?
Mm-mm.
I don't know how to work any of this.
It's a busy steering wheel. There's a lot going on. I don't know if the old ladies who'd buy this will appreciate that. Not the best fuel economy in this
Yeah.
car.
Okay, well,
This would be another one of those cars that would have been very difficult to review in our old format.
yes.
You'd have gotten in and been like,
Oh, it's a car. It's
bye.
a coupe.
Yep.
Yep.
Bose sound system A tier. Performance
Yes.
series.
Yes, and if you're curious to hear that sound system and hear my lovely colleague talk about it, we will have that linked in the description. But otherwise, that'll wrap up our drive, our impressions, our review on the Infiniti Q60S. It is a red sport, right? Did you figure that out? Okay, it's a red sport.
It's the recute.
As you can see, we know everything about this car at the end of the week. We're very familiar with everything. All right, any last words? I think we summed it up pretty well with the old ladies.
Yeah. I don't think Infiniti will mind that because old ladies have money.
Well, Infiniti won't mind it because they don't make this car anymore.
Don't tell Infiniti PR that because they'll be like, why'd they give it? Why would we give it to them?
Yeah.
Daily Motor top tip: if you're an old lady, go buy an Infiniti.
Honestly,
You can
yeah.
get them in warm titanium.
This would be a great car for somebody's aunt, wouldn't it?
That could be your thumbnail description. A great car for somebody's aunt.
Okay, well, we're rambling, so that'll conclude the review on the Infiniti Q60. Are you good?
I'm good.
Good?
I'm gonna get a thumbnail so we can go do something else.
Okay, well, we're wrapped up. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, there will be links in the description to other videos on the Infiniti Q60. We're Chris and Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always,
Red Sport on.
somebody's aunt on.
Don't do somebody's aunt. Unless they're consenting. You know what? If you're both consenting adults, somebody's aunt on.